So you are welcome to another episode on the basis of Islamic thought and civilization. So today we are going to be talking about the schools of thought. Um, the schools of thought. Here, the first question we have to ask, we need to ask ourselves is why did school of thought appear? So when we talk about school of thought, that is al-madrasatu al-fikriyah, what does it mean? That is a group of scholars who agree on a specific methodology to understand the Quran, the Sunnah, and reality, and they applied it to the problem of their own time. So that is school of thought. They understand the Quran, the Sunnah, and the reality, and they applied it to the problem of their own time. It means the problem of our own time also. We have to understand the Quran, the Sunnah, and what is happening, the reality in our society today, so that we'll be able to apply it to what? To apply it to the problem we are facing in our own time. So, however, why did Islamic thought emerge? The schools of the time Islamic thought, why did they emerge? We have three reasons why they emerged. The first reason is اتساع الرقعة الإسلامية. That is, Islam, um, the spread of Islam to different civilizations. That is, we Muslims, we now meet new cultures, we meet new questions, and we meet new problems. So Islam developed, spread to others, to different civilizations, apart from to different world, to different continent, apart from the Arabian continent. That is the first reason of why school of thought emerged. And the second reason is that hajatul fahmi linnas, hajatu lifahmi nas. That is the need to understand the text. So we need to derive rulings from the Quran and Sunnah for new issues. That is second reason why the second reason for the emergence of school of thought. And the third reason is ikhtilaful uqul wal bi'at. That is difference in our reasoning, the way we reason, and difference in circumstances. So because Allah created people, He created us human with different strengths. So some strong in text, while some strong in reasoning, while some in spirituality. So we have some people, they are very strong when it comes to understanding the text. We have some people, they are very strong when it comes to reasoning. They can critique, they can analyze, they can deduce. So we are different in nature, and we have some, they are very strong when it comes to spirituality. So all what they know is, when it comes to ibadah, they are very good about it. So we have different categories of people. So that is why we have these are the reasons why we have a school of thought. So it led to the emergence of school of thought. So what we need to know is that when we talk about al-ikhtilafu rahma, that is um, disagreement among the scholars, is referred to as mercy. So it is in the branches of Islam and not in the constant. It is not in the thawabit, not in the usul. It is they disagree on the furu, on the branches of Islam, and not in the they don't disagree on the usul, on the foundational principles of Islam. And when they disagree based on evidence. That they disagree based on what? Based on not based on their own selfish interest. They disagree based on evidence, and they all have the same goal. And the only goal that they have is for them to uncover what? The truth. So that is their goal. So we have four main types of school. Yes, we have four main type of schools in Islamic thought. So, and we can divide and the first school is the school of fiqh. That is the first school. So the school of fiqh, that is al-madaris al-fiqhiyya. So their own focus is on how to act how do we act as Muslims? And the main question is that they focus on is what is the ruling of the Quran on social issue with qiyas and with maslaha, that is with the public interest. So that is the main thing that they focus on. So that is the first school, the school of fiqh, al-madaris al-fiqhiyya. And we have the second school, which is al-madaris al-aqadiyya, that is the school of aqidah. So their own focus is what to believe on, what to believe, our belief. So who is Allah, what is qadar. So and they use text with reasoning as their tool. So that is the second school of thought. And the third school of thought is Al-Madaris At-Tarbawiyya, that is the school of Tarbiyah. So that is the school of Tazkiyah, so purification. So their own focus is how to purify our soul. So how do we get close to Allah? And their own source is the Quran, the Sunnah, and their own personal effort, the Mujahada. So that is their own source. And the fourth school of thought is Al-Madaris Al-Falsafiyya, that is the philosophical schools. So that is the last school of thought. So their own focus is how to understand the text and reality. That is their own focus. Right? So how does the universe work? That is their own main problem that they try to find solution to. And their own source, they have two sources. The first source is reasoning, while the second one is what? Is revelation. So that is their own. That these are the four schools of thought that we have in the that develop that we have in the four schools of Islamic thought. Yes, the four schools of Islamic thought. So let's take these schools one after the other. The first school is the school of the fiqh. So that is the madahib al-arba, the madahib al-fiqhiyya al-arba. So we have four major fiqh schools of thought. So their own goal is that they try to extract rulings from the source, from sources, that is from the Quran and from the Sunnah. So we have many of them. However, we have four major ones, as I have explained. So the first one is the Hanafi school of thought, which is founded by Imam Abu Hanifa. So and it is located in Kufa and Iraq. So that is the location of the school of thought. And their main methodology is al-qiyas with ra'ay, that is al-qiyas wa ra'ay. So reasoning and then analogy. So that is their own main methodology. And their famous characteristics is that they use maslaha. It's a wide use of maslaha, and that is the most flexible school of thought that we have in Islamic thought. So and they focus on the maqasid, and this school of thought is dominant in Turkey, India, and Pakistan. So we have the second school of thought, which is the school of the Malikiya. So which is founded by Imam Maliki. So in Medina. So his own methodology, his own main methodology is Amalu Ahlil Medina, that is the practice of the Medinan people. So combined with the knowledge of hadith of Medina. So these they have their own characteristics. So the characteristic is that is the most connected to Sunnah of Medina. So that is most of the things, the most of the the thought of the Maliki school of thought is connected mostly to the Sunnah of Medina, and this is dominant in North and West Africa, including Nigeria that we are today. So also we have the third school of thought, which is the school of the Shafi'i, which is founded by Imam Shafi'i. So his own methodology is jam'u bain al-ra'yi wal hadith. So he combined both, that is balanced text with reasoning. He balanced text with reasoning. So he was able to systemize usul fiqh and is known as the father of usul fiqh. And this school of thought in Egypt, is dominant in Egypt, Southeast Asia, and Yemen. So, and the fourth school of thought is the school of Ahmad bin Ambali. So that is the school of Imam Ahmad bin Ambali. So founded by Imam Ahmad in Baghdad, and his own method is al-athar with hadith. So that is, his own method is text first. So, and is very cautious with ra'ay, and is the most strict to hadith. Imam Ahmad bin Ambali is the most strict to hadith, and this is dominant in Saudi Arabia. So they follow the madhab of Imam Ahmad bin Ambali. However, we need to know that all these four schools of thought that we just mentioned, they are all on, their goal is to derive the truth, to bring out the truth. The only difference is that the approach to in deriving the truth is different. So they have different method, and their goal is one, but their method is different. So the method of achieving the truth, of knowing the truth, is different. However, their goal is knowing the truth, which is one. So اختلافهم في الفروع لا في الأصول. So that is their differences, their disagreement is in the furu, is in the branches of Islam, and not in the usul of Islam, the foundational principles of Islam. So the second school of thought is the school of Aqidah, that is Al-Madaris Al-Aqadiyya. Their own goal is on how to understand Allah, how to understand Qadar, how to understand the Asma wa Sifat, the names and attributes of Almighty Allah. So we have some of them, we have some schools. Some of the schools, we have the school of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. We have the school of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So, and the key figures is the Salaf, that is the Sahaba and the Tabi'un. So these are the key figures. However, later we have the Ash'ari, we have the Maturidi, we have the Ambali. So, however, the foundation, the founder, they are the Salaf. So starting from the Sahaba to the Tabi'un, then later to the Ash'ari, the Maturidi, and the Hanbali. So, and their own methodology is an-nasu ma'al-aql. So the nasu first, then reasoning, that is, the text is first, then reasoning. So they look at the text, then they now think, they now induce, they deduce rulings from the text. So their main position is the middle part. So they are between so middle part between extremes. So they are not extreme, so they are in the middle part, and they are the majority of the Muslims. So they are the majority among the Muslims. So that is the Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So, and the second school under the school of Aqidah is the Ash'ari school, the Ash'ari. So founded by Imam al-Ash'ari. So his own methodology is he used reasoning to defend texts. So whereby he affirms the names and attributes with kayfa. So that is al-aqilu al-mu'ayyadu bin nas. Al-aqilu al-mu'ayyad bin nas. So he used reasoning to defend the texts. So, and this is dominant in Azhar. Is dominant in Azhar. So, and the places where they adopt the madhab of Imam Shafi'i and that of Imam Maliki. So uh, their creed, the school of Aqidah that they adopt is the Aqidah of the Ash'arat, the Ash'ira. And the third school of thought under the school of Aqidah is the Al-Maturidiyya, so founded by Imam Al-Maturidi. So his own methodology is Al-Aqilu with Nas, Ma'an-Nas. So that is, he used reasoning as tool to understand the text, which is also similar to the Ash'ari, but but he used reasoning more. That is, there is more use of reasoning in this school of thought, and this is dominant in the places that they adopt the Hanafi school of thought, such as Turkey and India. So they adopt the Al-Maturidi uh, creed. Yes, the school of creed, the Al-Maturidi school of creed. And we have the fourth one, which is the Athari, the Athariya, and the Salafi. So this is founded by Imam Ahmad and Ibn Taymiyyah. Their own method is an-nassu faqat, that is only text alone. So they affirm what Allah affirmed. So they focus on following the Salaf. They focus on following the Salaf. So that is the fourth school of creed. The fourth school of creed. And the fifth one is the school of the Mu'tazila. Is the school of the Mu'tazila. So which it was founded by Wasil bin Ata. So his own method is al-aqilu awalan. So reasoning over text. So reasoning is reasoning over text. So, and the last school of creed is that of the Shia. So, and the foundation is the various imams. So their own method is an-nasu with imama. That is the text and the verdict of the imams, of their imams. So the authority of the Ahlul Bayt, the 12 imams, they believe they are infallible. And this is the creed that is mainly in Iran, Iraq, and Lebanon. So we need to understand that out of all the six that we have mentioned, three out of it is referred to Sunni schools. Three out of it. So the first one is the Ash'ari, and the second one is the Maturidi, and the third one is the Athari. So these are the three that the scholars categorized as the Sunni schools. So because their differences are minor, and they have only one goal. What is their goal? Their goal is to defend Tawhid. So now let's move to the third school. The third school of thought is the school of Tazkiyah. So that is al-Madaris at-Tarbawiyah or al-Madaris as-Sufiyah. Their own goal is to purify the earth and reach the level of ihsan, the level of perfection. So, however, we have to know that as-Sufiyah Tasawwuf originally originated from Zuhud, then Ibadah, then muraqabatullah. So, however, that is zuhud, asceticism, then ibadah, worship, and muraqabatullah, being conscious of Almighty Allah. So, however, uh, some people they later deviated from the foundation of tasawwuf. So we have different schools of tasawwuf. We have different schools, the Madaris at-Tarbawiyya. We have the Qadiriyya, so which is founded by Sheikh Abdul Qadir al-Jilani. So, and his own main focus is on Sharia and Tazkiyah. So, Sharia and Tazkiyah. And his own method is Dhikr and Muraqabah. So that is the first uh, school under the school of Madaris al-Tarbawiyya as-Sufiyya. And the second one is the Naqshbandiyya. So which is founded by Bahahuddin Naqshband. So his own main focus is on silent dhikr. So and following Sunnah and following the Sunnah. And his own method is that is discipline and service. That's his own method. So that is another. Now we have the third one, which is Shadhaliya. So this Shadhaliya is founded by Abu Hassan Shadili. So that is the third one. And his own main focus is balancing dunya with akhirah. That is his own main focus. And his own method is work and worship. Not only worship alone, work and worship. So, for we to know the true tasawwuf is that the true tasawwuf is always about following the kitab and the sunnah. However, we have a lot of false tasawwuf which is always on bid'ah and shirk. So we have to avoid such type of tasawwuf. Now we are going to move to the fourth school of thought. That is the school of philosophy and knowledge. The school of philosophy and knowledge. So which is the last school of thought. So al-Madaris al-Falsafiyya wal-Ilmiyya. So their own goal is to understand universe, the society, and knowledge. So we have among them we have the schools of the Falasifa, which is the first one, and we have some key figures in these schools. We have Al-Farabi, we have Ibn Sina, we have Ibn Rushd. So, and what is their own contribution? They used Greek logic to explain Islam. They were able to build metaphysics. They were able to build ethics. So, these are their contributions. So, we have another school under the school of the school of philosophy and knowledge. We have the Ulumun Nakl. We have the Ulumun Nakl. So this is another school. So these the key figures in this school, they are the Muhaddithin and the Fuqaha. So the Muhaddithun and the Fuqaha. So they are the key figures. And what is their own contributions? So they were able to contribute to Hadith, to Fiqh, to Tafsir, and text-based sciences. So this is this. And the third one is Ulum al-Aql. The third school is the Ulum al-Aql. So where we have key figures like the Al-Khawarizmi, Ibn Haytham, Al-Biruni, and their own contribution is to mathematics, medicine, physics, so and reasoning-based sciences. So, however, we need to know that despite the fact that we have the school of Ulum al-Aql, we have the school of Ulum al-Naql, Islam itself does not separate between Aql and Naql. So we need both in order to make Islam relevant in our contemporary society. So let's talk about some important rules to understand the differences between all the schools of thought that we have mentioned. So I'm going to talk about three different rules. The first rule I'm going to talk about sababul ikhtilaf, that is the reason for difference. One, the first reason for difference is ikhtilafu fahamun nas, that is they understand the text differently. So they understand the hadith, they understand it differently. So different understanding of one hadith. So it's one of the reasons why we have different schools of thought. And the second reason is ikhtilafu usul dalil. That is, one scholar knew a hadith, and another scholar did not know about it. So when you know the hadith, you know a hadith, you use it as your evidence, and the other scholar that did not know it will say, I did not agree with this. So that is uh, the 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 evidences that they were using then. So some they have those evidence, some did not have the evidence. So that is the second reason why the reason for difference. And the third reason is that al-ikhtilaf fi tarjih. That is, both of them they have evidence, but one evidence is stronger than the other. So that is the third reason for the difference among the school of thought. However, we have another rule, which is the manner of difference. The manner of difference is adabul ikhtilaf, that is the manner of difference. The scholars, the salaf, they said, ra'ayu sawab yahtamilu al-khata wa ra'ayu gairi khata'un yahtamilu sawab. That is, even when your opinion is right, you could also be wrong. That is, my opinion is right, but could be wrong. Your own opinion is wrong, but could be right. So that is the manner of difference that they have. So my own opinion, I may believe that my opinion is right. However, to you, it may be wrong. Your opinion to me is wrong. However, to you yourself, it is right. So that is the manner of the difference. So a scholar will see an opinion that it is right, while the other one will say that no, the opinion of so person, I don't accept such opinion. So, however, the third rule is the issue of the thawabit and the mutagayyirat, that is the constant and the variable. The thabit is the fixed, while the mutagayyirat is the flexible, which is the variable. So the thabit, which is akidah, ibadah, the major halal and haram, they have no issue with it. So they have no issue with it. There is no differences. However, when it comes to the mutagayyirat, the flexible part of it, which is the muamalat, the politics, technology, then there is room for ijtihad. That was how the ijtihad of the schools of thought comes in. So that's these are the reasons for the differences among the schools of thought. So there are wisdoms behind the multiple schools of thought that we have. One of the wisdom behind it is that al-rahmatu bil ummah, that is one of the wisdom behind these schools of thought is mercy, because different people need different method. So I may adopt the method of maybe Imam Maliki, you decide to adopt the method of Imam Shafi'i. So we as human, we adopt different method because we are different people. And the second wisdom is that al-gina al-fikri, that is richness in our thinking. So that is, only one mind cannot understand all the Sharia. Somebody, when you are not the prophet and you want to understand all the Sharia, it's not possible. So only one person cannot understand all the Sharia. And the third reason, the third wisdom behind all these schools of thought is that al-wahdatu fil usul, that is, there is unity in the fundamental principles of Islam, the Quran, the Sunnah, the five pillars of Islam, the schools, the six articles of faith, the halal, the haram. So the akhlaq, all these they are usul. There is no difference. There is no difference among the scholars. There is unity in the fundamental principles. So finally, we have to know that all the madahib, al-madahib al-arba ka asabi al-yadi, all the madahib, they are like four fingers. The four fingers in one hand. So muktalifatun, they are different. One finger is taller than the other, one is short. So we have, it's like four fingers. And these fingers, they are in one hand. So lakinnaha fi yadin wahida. So the four madahib are like fingers in one hand. But um, they are different. They are different in nature, but the four, they are in one hand. So that is what we need to know. That all the madahib, their goal is just one. That is to know Almighty Allah and to be beneficial to humanity.